Hi again. Are you ready for conversations yet? Let's review the Power course on making negative sentences and questions. This will help you to remember all the points, and it will boost your power in your real conversations. Hi everybody, this is Nick Farrow with English Discovery. Let's begin. Remember, when you want to make negative sentences and questions, there are three cases: the be verb, general verbs with helping verbs, and simple general verbs. Some examples will help. Let's look at the verb to be. We see three basic sentences. With be, we have nouns, a taxi driver, places, from Hong Kong, and adjectives, cool. Helping verbs, can, is, have, and should in these cases. These help to change the meaning of the main verbs. And general verbs, here we have lives, has, and love. There's no be verb, and there is no helping verb. Noticing these three types is important when you want to make negative sentences and questions. So, first again, let's look at negative forms. Let's see the negative patterns from the examples. It's pretty easy. Not comes after the be verb every time. And helping verbs, not comes after the helping verb every time. And for general verbs with no helping verb, what do we need to add there? A do helping verb. And not comes after that one too. So we have the pattern subject, first verb, plus not, every time. Yes/no questions are next. Here are the be verb examples and the helping verbs. They all have the same pattern. And with general verbs, do again is the helping verb. Let's look at the pattern. First, be again. And you can see that be has moved in front of the subject. That's all. With the helping verb, again, it's now in front of the subject. And for the general verbs, again, we need to add a do helping verb before the subject. That's important. Next, let's look at WH questions. Look at these and look for the pattern. You can see the same pattern in all cases. Quite simply, In every case, you have the same as the yes-no pattern with the WH question in front. Think of it this way. When the regular sentence has no verb to be and no helping verb, then to make it negative or make it into a question, you need to add the do helping verb. Now it's time for some practice. Let's practice making negative sentences. Of course, you must be very careful to use correct forms. For example, Billy is not a doctor is good. We cannot walk is also a good example. And the boys do not walk is okay. However, Mr. Hill do not intelligent is no good. You do not talking is also no good. Use the patterns that you have learned. Think carefully, get it right, and practice making sentences. If you can, you should speak out loud. This will help you get used to using the correct grammar when you are communicating in the future. Of course, you will need to pause the video until you are ready to move on to the next topic. Please use the same technique to make a variety of yes-no questions now. Again, be careful to get your grammar correct. Pause the video, make some questions, and then move on. Now let's do the same for WH questions. Again, be careful that the helping verb matches with the main verb. Where do the boys live is a good example, but where are the boys live is a bad example. It's also possible to make the sentences longer. For example, you might say, "Why do you live in New York?" Please try to create a lot of questions and speak out loud if you have the chance. Here is a different kind of exercise where you can make your own original negative sentences. For example, you could say, "The guy isn't wearing a hat." You could also say, "He usually doesn't wear a hat." Please try to use all the words in green to make various negative sentences, and maybe you can add some ideas of your own looking at those pictures. Please pause the video and enjoy making some negative sentences. Now, here's a chance to create some yes-no questions using your imagination about this family. You could make questions in the present tense or the past and choose many various topics. You can begin a question with he, she, or they, or the father, etc. Here are some words in green that you could use. For example, is the father wearing yellow boots? Does he have black hair? Is the baby happy? Etc. And finally, a chance to make WH questions. Here are some WH question words to begin the questions. Some examples. Why are they smiling? What time do they have lunch? What time did the baby wake up this morning? What are they going to do this evening? Please use your imagination. Make lots of questions. And to end the lesson, I suggest that you create your own opportunities to practice making negative sentences and questions in your mind when you have a little free time. For example, if you are traveling in the train for 30 minutes, why don't you spend the first 10 minutes looking around and finding interesting topics to make negative sentences and questions about, like the examples on this slide. You can also make regular, normal sentences, such as, "That guy is playing computer games." This will help you develop your English power, and it costs you nothing. That's all. Please like the lesson if you liked it, and subscribe for more videos too. I'm happy if you want to write a comment. If you have a question, maybe I can help you. Maybe your English question will not be perfect, but don't worry, don't be shy. You will learn more by trying to speak and write than only by listening to teachers. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.